n'ai jamais poursuivi la gloire. Et la scène laisse les mémoires, des sons, des chansons. Moi j'aime les mondes subtils, légères et gentils, comme des belets les savons. J'aime les voir se prendre, et se liguent, et crème, voler sur le ciel. Tu les yeux bleus, vibrer subtilement, les yeux brisés. Je n'ai jamais poursuivi la gloire. Mon cher, ce sont des traces, et j'ai mis rien de plus. Marcher, il n'y a pas de chemin. Les chemins se créent en marchant. Les marchands se créent les chemins. Et les tournants, les yeux on voit le sentier qui joue, on peut trouver la trafic. Marcher, il n'y a pas de chemin. C'est celui d'étoiles, dans l'hiver.
Not a big fan of that playlist. I'm gonna have to figure something out going into next week. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Today is Saturday. We're here. We're live. Buttons have been pushed. The readings are green. I think we're ready to play some games. I'm not sure what we're doing over on Origins right now, but okay. Audio's there. Nice. What's up, Q? We? Cyrus? Rug? Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Not much news in the world of Rebus, just trying to survive. We got family photos this evening. So after the stream, I got a shower, get the hair done, whatever. Get everybody dressed, and then we got to drive about I'm gonna say it's about an hour. It's only about 45 minutes.
Has just subscribed.
But it'll be about an hour drive away from us to go get some photos taken for 15 minutes. Hey, thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Cabby? Thank you, for the continued support. 12 months, 1 year, dude. Hell yeah. 1 freaking year. Oh, Freddy's online too. Invite Ibaki. But yeah. Tomorrow I gotta go mow my mom's grass tomorrow. I'm gonna do that in the morning. Depending on how long and how much work I have to do at my mom's house, I could possibly be late to tomorrow's stream. I don't think so though. We're gonna try to go early. I'm taking my son with me. I'm gonna end up paying him for labor as well. But hopefully be back in time for the stream. I should be streaming tomorrow regardless. Might be a little later than normal. What's up, Verk? How you doing, sir? Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. See what we're doing today. We've done clefs. How many streams? I feel like we need to switch it up with something. I just don't know what.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Dark Inside's in the house. What's going on, sir? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. 27, let's go 28. Dark Inside says, yeah, nobody wants to see Klaus for the 15th time. We could try Living Tombs and just crawl that. I don't know. The experience probably isn't good there. We'd have to go back into the heroic part of the dungeon. We talked about last week and we talked about doing journeyman boots. Do we want to try to do that? That's just a running day, but we can if we want to do that. I don't think there's any prerequisites for it either. I think it's just running around doing the races. The journey is half the fun. Prerequisites. Hedger's Quest can be obtained once you become level 15. However, you must be at least level 30 to complete the Ferrot run. If you say instance, I'm out, says Q. Yeah, no, I hear you. I wasn't going to because I'm tired of them as well. I mean, I would say we crawl living tombs. Since we have Freddy here too, I don't know if Freddy really wants to do questing, but I mean, Freddy will probably follow us around regardless of the situation. We don't have Knights of the Dead on Origins Dark. Not that I know of, anyways.
Say what?
Say what? Living Tombs is, it looks like 54 to 56 or 57. Could be an option. Silent City is 55 plus. No, you're not. No, nobody's holding us back. It's good. We're just trying to figure out what to run. Once we hit 56 or 55, once the group has hit, we could go over and start running stuff in Tenebris, doing questing there. Do like Cloud Mount and Armor Quest timelines and Kingdom of Sky, but this, like the whole mid 50s to 60s, mid 50s is awful. You got Overland for the best grind, but that's boring, you know? Or you have the instance circle. My thing with Living Tombs is it's all basically trash mobs. There's not a lot of heroic stuff in Living Tombs. That's the only thing I don't like about. I love the aesthetic of Living Tombs, and I like crawling it, but it's just all solo mobs sprinkled with a few heroics.
I'll be just a moment. Talks amongst yourselves.
But we can try see what we get into in Living Tombs if we want to do that. I'm at 67-ish%. Well, the best XP is probably going to be fighters because they have a crazy respawn time and they're just all pretty close together. But no, but that's not very fun to run. There are heroic areas in Living Tombs that might be interesting. How close to 52 are you? It will make Q's eyes bleed for a bit. Not very. 20. Okay. Now with living tombs, we're just going to kill everything. Just everything that we can anyway. There is one epic, I think, or is that Silent City? There's like a tree or something. Treant. That's epic. We won't be able to kill that, but another thing, how can tombs be living when everything is in it is dead? Reanimated. So I guess it would be the reanimated tombs. Tiny magical stuffed tiger. There's 9 players in here right now. Not enough concentration. What are you talking about? Oh, got it on myself, apparently. Had a good stream Tuesday. We're getting close to Act 2 over in Baldur's Gate 3. We're getting close. At least so I'm told. So I'm told. Anyways. Ninja the Swift has a quest for us right there. Alright, so we'll kill everything on the first floor, and then we'll move to the second floor, kill everything, and then so on. Sound good? Get all the discovery XP, all the fun things. No lie. That ramp goes to second part. Tons of mobs down here. Looks like there's a group right there actually, so everything might be dead. Redeaded. Yeah, I'd say go ahead and just round them all up. We got mobs all over the place here. That's a triple up heroic. Nice. Respawns again are pretty quick in these zones, so keep up with the tank. Were these fools ever toxic? I thought they were at some point, no? Ancient teachings of divine apparition. Sure. Don't be violent. We never lose this target. Man's a machine. I'd like an investigation on that. Sage volume 50. Ads. What's up, 8-Bit? How you doing? Happy Saturday, sir. Sage volume 51. Jeez. We got Sage 50, Sage 51. Next is going to be Sage 52. Getting my weekly dose of EQ2 by watching you. Nice, man. Thank you. You playing anything currently? Or just living the dream? Got ads on you, we. Shiny up there, going for it. We got spawns back here. Yet. Trying to get them off. Might have been some kind of ring event back there, because those spawn like right after we killed that group. I don't think those are respawns. Nope. Oh, there's a clicky right here. Mixing bowl. Oh, just says I was here. In fact, wasn't there a ghost here that was enchained in chains or something? Where did he go? Whatever. We can go up if we go over this way. There's stairs to go up top. Oh, I got it. I went too far. I'm sorry. Pulling a mob. Hey, what's up, Nick? How goes it, man? Replaying Dungeon Siege 1 and looking for a horror game to play this week. Nice, 8-bit. Darkin says, I'm kind of craving a little Little Caesar's Pizza. Might just order pizza and eat it while I play video games and watch some random anime. Sounds like a dream, man. Sounds like a dream. We have family photos this evening, but in Orlando, they're doing the orchestra is doing music for One Piece, the anime, tonight, starting at 7. And if we didn't have family photos at 6, I was gonna pay for everybody to go sit and listen to One Piece soundtrack done by the orchestra. Of course, I'm the only one in the family that really watches One Piece, but I would have had fun. Is that the Dr. Phillips Center or something like that? Forget the name of the orchestra doing it. Twitch the Toll Troll. What's going on, sir? Happy Saturday. So what's going on? How's the EQ2 Origins grind going? It's a moving, man. We're doing some living tombs right now. Or reanimated tombs or living dead tombs, whatever you want to call them. We're crawling that today. We've done clefs for what feels like 2 months. So we're just doing something a little different today. Heard we were 25 years ago, never got it out of my head. Few streams, you were being dramatic, maybe 3 times. No, we were in clefs for... I feel like more than that. No? I'll have to go back and count now. Because I missed a few streams as well. So it was technically like a month of streams because of my IRL schedule. Working on the Peacock quest line? No. We should, but we're not. I think, isn't Peacock like 60? I mean, you can start it earlier, but we're not even 55 yet. Well, size 58. You will lose 55. What the frick? When did you get 55, Q? Right after 54, says Freddy. Well, one, I don't know if we'd be able to... We'd have to get a pickup raid to finish it, right? Because isn't the final thing of Peacock, isn't that the Dueling Dragons fight or something? I say Dueling Dragons because I'm thinking of the Adventure theme park ride. But it's like the Gold and Silver Dragon or something like that, if I remember right. We have to kill them at the same time. Like they have to be at the same amount of health. Done it once. Or twice. Well, Prismatic also has an epic at the end of it as well, but the Peacock is another one. I forget the name of the dragons, but they're in Maj Duel. You have to spawn them, and then there's the gold one and the silver one. You have to kill them at the same times or something happens. Oh yeah, yeah. I have multiple characters where I've done most of the Peacock line, and I'm just sitting on doing the raid mobs. Something of the moon? I think so, Gabby. That sounds familiar anyways. So basically we'll go down this and kill all the things on top of here. And I think at the top of this, there's a named that spawns or has a could spawn for the quest that we're on right now. Snakes. There's snakes in the soup. I'm melting. Melting. There's another quest in here that you need the raid to finish as well. Worth getting that is the Vessel of Furin. Keep an eye out for it. Oh, we got ads. Was it chest? Nice. Diseased Servant, Necromancer ability, level 52. That's a pet master. That's nice. That's a good. I mean, we don't have a Necromancer in our group right now, but that's a good drop. I do have a Necromancer on my account. He's only level 17 on Origins. My main is Necromancer over on Halls. Halls of Fate. Freddy wishing you picked Necromancer. I'm gonna order some pizza, but but first the EQ2 expansion, says Dark. Nice. Necro is one of my raid tunes. Very cool, Cabby. Gives you a sweet charm, great for casters to trade health for power. There's some mobs under you here. Yeah, there you go. Abit says, what's the max level for the new expansion coming up? 1,000? No, it is going to 135. 135. They're also adding, you can be in 2 guilds at once. I forget what they call them, coalitions or something like that. They're adding a E-ring for illusions. What else are we getting? Getting some more zones, some more quests. New prestige house. New furniture. New shoes. Some new daily quests. Mention it's purple. That's cute in group chat. If I pre-order the new expansion, I didn't own the previous one. Do I instantly get access to it right after a pre-order, or only if it comes out? I think you get access to the current whatever you were missing. Or I could be wrong though, so chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you get access to it right now. Advanced Tailor Volume 53. Do you still enjoy new contents or just like classic servers? I usually run through. I buy every expansion that drops, and I usually get the collector's edition, and I try to go through the signature quest timeline on stream. The previous expansion, I did not successfully do that in a timely manner. It took me longer than it should have because I got bored, and I just got out on it. So I ended up actually finishing the timeline off stream, but recorded it, put it on YouTube. So I'll probably do the same for this. Right now, though, my Tuesday night segments are, I'm doing Baldur's Gate 3. So I don't know if we're going to finish that before the new expansion drops. So whenever we finish Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, then I'll do the expansion, the new expansion stuff on stream. No named, huh? Weird. So I guess the answer to that 8-bit is I do both. I enjoy the classics and the time lock events more than retail, but I understand the need for retail content, and I do know our community that we've built here does have a bunch of retail players that lurk and listen. So I like to play through it, so when people do come in and ask questions about retail scenarios, I can kind of at least point them in a direction. I'm not, anyway, I would not consider myself knowledgeable with retail play experiences, but I like being able to answer questions and with my own opinion on them. I almost didn't jump there. What the frick? Ad coming up behind us. Do you feel impeded at all not having a best in slot raid gear going into the next expansion? No, not for my content. Now, if I was doing heroic content or like raiding, probably. But for the solo timeline stuff, what they usually do, Twitch, is they'll have an NPC with a chest right at the first starting zone once you go through the prelude or whatnot. That chest will get you gear enough to start the timeline. It's basic gear, and sometimes it's not as good as the previous expansion stuff, but at least it will catch you up stat-wise to do the solo content. And it'll have like a full set from the beginner mercenary, the mount, the buff stuff, the gear, the adornments. It usually has all that in the crate. Because Daybreak wants people on retail, they want them to go right into the end game. They'll give you free character boost, well, not free. They'll give you character boosts to get you there, and leveling to max doesn't take long at all. They want everybody to be in the current expansion all the time. Whatever that is. Some of the stuff can be gated though for expansions, so you won't be able to progress to certain ones without having quest credit from the previous expansion. So you kind of feel that impedance, I guess, but gear wise, I myself have not felt impeded by anything. There have been, and Dark might be, I haven't read Dark's messages, but I do know Dark was free to play for a little bit, not subbed. And there is an impedance with that if you're free to play running a current expansion, because you have to have all access to equip some of the, not all, some of the adornment. Which is kind of shitty because that's pretty pay to win, but some would argue that you could get that stuff in free to play, but it's not. I don't think you can. Because the amount of grind that you would have to do to even get close to that is insane. I never get through the timeline on any new expansion I buy in a week and then never touch the new stuff again until the next one comes out. Yeah, there is, says Dark. Which the Toll Troll says, is that the same on Origins though? On Origins, no. Origins is a different beast because, well, one, you have to have all access here. So everybody's on the same playing field, if you will. What you get behind with on Origins, and not necessarily if you have a good community with you or a good guild, you will get behind in content, and the groups for that content will be slim picking. Because by the time we get into Kingdom of Sky content, Echoes of Fadeware is going to be here, and a lot of people are going to be focused on Echoes, not necessarily running Kingdom of Sky. So, but our guild, our community, we're all playing at the same pace pretty much, so we're all together. We have a full group pretty much when we play. So, but if you're a solo player going in with no guild, no friends, then you could get behind any new server. The only servers that seem to benefit solo only play, I would say Varsoon, Hail Drackle, Retail, as long as you're not trying to do raid content solo. Like current retail raid content. Felt like DOF was such a downgrade in gear until Poets at the end. DOF is a weird expansion. I enjoyed it when it launched because of the flying carpet quest and then being able to climb walls. You know, that was one of the main selling points. And then, but content-wise, with the exception of the battlegrounds that they tried to introduce in EQ2 with DOF, it wasn't a very good expansion. There wasn't a ton of content released. There were some features here and there in the PvP battleground situations that they tried to implement in Maj Duel, which I thought were really cool. I wish they had continued with that, or at least kept it. Gabby says climbing things is overrated. Well, I think if you could climb anything, that would have been cool. But having lanes to climb was kind of weird. But back then, it wasn't. It was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can scale this wall, you know? That part respawned already up there. I was just looking at these vases. I wasn't sure if they were clickable or not. Spawns. Works is alright looking at coming back into try Origins and torn between two classes, Guardian or Paladin. Guardian's gonna be real slow work, especially on Origins. Paladin might be a little bit more beneficial to you. And for grouping. Self-heals when you're soloing is kind of nice. You're still not doing crazy DPS. Paladin might be, I think, the call. If you're really wanting to go, SK might be fun because you got some self-heals there. But I mean, you got self-heals as Paladin too. I think SK has more DPS than Paladin. But if you're trying to stay good or Kino space, then yeah, Paladin. Guardian's just too slow, and you have to have a group to have DPS to kill things. Even solo, like it's kind of brutal as a Guardian solo. Arkansas says, even same for some gear, but the gear is in the member only is not really as better, to be honest. Just a few select things that are maybe better than what you currently have, but not even close to the best in slot gear, yeah. To be honest, I've never been one to... I'm too casual to think about best in slot gear. By the time I do get one, maybe two pieces of best in slot gear, the next expansion's coming down the tube. So I've never been one to focus on having best in slot. As long as I can do my median, minimum, above minimum, average DPS, I'm fine with that. I've never been one that focused on best in slot. But I'm also a noob, so there's that too. Congrats, Cabby. 39 AA points. Very nice. Advanced Weaponsmith, Volume 52. Silk Eternal Pantaloons. Are those actual upgrades for me? I think they are. I mean, not stat-wise, but mitigation-wise. That gen at the end of Carpet Quest hits hard. Yeah, he's still pretty beefy. We have the quest right now, and that's who we're on. We, Cabby, and Freddy have to catch up on that quest, but we'll have to kill that guy soon to get the carpet mount. He even on Origins, he's brutal. A-Bit says Echoes of Fade is the best expansion. My best in slot expansion is Kunark. I love Kunark. It's my comfort expansion. Like if I'm ever bored and don't know what to do in EQ2, I spin up something that has Kunark. I pissed somebody off there. Plenty of group wipes with that AoE he does. Had to get the end game raid tank to help. Jeez. I know we're in EQ2, but is there anybody in the channel that is excited for the EQ1 expansion? Or is everybody jumping ship from EQ1? David says, I played Quorum. I left EQ1 retail years ago. Berserk says, I wish everyone would jump ship into this server so it's easier to get groups. What level are you, Zerk? Zerk? What level range, I guess I should say. I only ask because I like to, when people ask, 54 Inquisitor, okay, so you're like us, you're in the 50s. Some people come in the channel and they're saying, like, they ask how are groups, and I usually tell them, you know, the lower level ones, it's kind of hard. You have to force make groups, or at least get a hodgepodge of people together to go run something. I always like to ask people when they're having a hard time getting a group, what level range they're at. Right now, the green text that's behind my head, I don't know if y'all can read it because I got a big old head. But that's all looking for group channel. I don't have general chat up or anything like that. That's just people shouting, looking for a group. So if you see that moving, that's somebody out there, LFG. A lot of people don't use the LFG tool. They just go into the channel and shout for things. Don't talk about hodgepodge, man. I'm eating that later tonight. We don't know what we're doing. We're going to get dinner after family photos this evening. So I don't know what we're having for dinner yet. The smell is driving me crazy at the moment. One thing I see in EQ2, and I'm not saying this is not you, Berserk. I'm just saying I see a lot of people that go looking for group and they shout looking for group, and then there'll be other players that are looking for group in that same range, but they don't want to lead a group. So everybody just keeps shouting, you know, looking for group, and nobody wants to get anything together, which I get it. They don't want to lead something, make decisions. You know, you're in to play a game and just relax and vibe out, right? But I feel like sometimes people go looking for group and then just don't form the group. Like, it doesn't have to be a full group. If you got one other person, you can run some quests. You can go run some, you know, lower level content. Maybe it won't be perfect XP. It's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get a level for the hour or something like that, but like you can go do something that's beneficial. Eventually you'll have enough people for a full group, and then you can run something at level. But I always tell people, if you're looking for a group, you have to be, what do I call it? You have to be proactively looking for a group. You can't reactively look for a group unless you're crafting. My thing that I used to do back in the day was I would craft while looking for a group. Now, if I didn't get a group, I was just crafting the entire day, so at least I was making progress on something. But quit at like 57. I think my focus on raiding ultimately led to it, unfortunately. I hear that a lot, Twitch. A lot of people just get burnt out on raiding in general. Forge, what's going on, sir? Happy Saturday. Nobody wants to lead a group since EQ1 1999. Remember in EQ1 how they had that point system for group roles? So like if you were the party leader, you were getting experience, certain kind of experience for like AA lines for leadership of the party. That was interesting back in the day. You don't see that anymore in MMOs. I don't even know if that's still a thing in EQ1. I just remember it back in the day. It was trying to get people to form groups, and they added like that benefit where there were certain buffs that the group leader could attach to the group, and you had to earn almost like AA experience, but as the leader. What's up, Martin? How you doing, sir? Happy Saturday. It's also very hard to make a group not being a tank, because everyone will leave once the tank posts for it. Yeah. Yeah. Like you get a Defiler and then a Warlock together. It's like, what are we going to do? Right? I mean, you can solo quest, I guess, but then you still have nobody available to take a hit. You got wards. And so there's no DPS if you're casting wards all the time. Like, I get it. You have to have somebody that can take some damage. Not too hard to get a group, honestly. I can usually get a group at some point during the day. Nice, Berserk. Ape says, yeah, leadership AA, quite nice while it lasted. A little hard to get tanks. Yeah. So usually if you have a tank, you can't get a healer, right? And then if you have a healer, you can't get a tank. Or you can't get DPS. Vice versa. It's a struggle. Burke says, Guild Wars 2 had leader mechanic like EQ1. Oh, it did. Did it? I don't remember Guild Wars 2 having that. And I played Guild Wars 2 at launch, too. I guess I never paid attention to it. Oh, it's newer in some tree you can get now with people follow you on the, oh, got it. Yeah. The, what is it called? Where you got the little shield on your icon on the map. I know what you're talking about now. Or in like World vs. World and the overworld maps, you can do it now too. Commander. Did you say commander? Like field commander or something like that. Twitch says, Necromancer or Conjurer with the Master Tank Pet is honestly a good replacement for a tank in Origins. It really is. Necros and Conjurers are pretty god tier. Rain in the Dark is in the house. What's up, Rain? Hope you're having a good weekend. Which says, I kind of regretted making a wizard after seeing how well they tank, but master pets are not cheap. Yeah. That's kind of when I went sage on my warlock to make spells, and my necromancer can solo. He's been soloing in Wailing Caves with no problem with tank pet. No, he's saying he made a wizard. He should have made a necromancer or conjurer, is what he was saying, Martin. Wizards smell. I enjoy playing. We got a named back here. Doesn't have a discovery star though, so I don't think it's a. It must be a quest named. Oh, we killed him already. So I'm not paying attention, guys. Why are you calling me out like that, Q? For fuck's sake, Reeves. That's not looking good behind us. Priestess Furin is up. She's aggro. No, don't evac. We got this. We got this. I mean, the healers are a little low. I just got to step up DPS. Boom. We did it. Band Jeweler, Volume 54. Gauntlets of the Furin. We's not going to wait for healer mana. We's like commence battle. Didn't hit that hard. Brutal focus assassin ability. SK Fury is a hell of a duo, too, by the way. Would you say Fury or over Warden for SK? I guess Warden is more straight heals. Fury's got DPS buffs. More DPS. Low Master's Cuffs. 8 intelligence. Fury's butt mashing. Every named has the same chance of dropping an exquisite chest. I don't know about that, because I feel like some named never drop exquisite chest, no matter how many times you kill them. I don't know what the table looks like for exquisites, but then there are some named that always drop exquisites, and then sometimes you get exquisites on trash mobs. So Martin says, I love Furies. We played together a few times on Caladim when you had the warden. Name was, yeah, okay, yeah. I liked that. I still play that warden on retail from time to time. Need the DPS to help the SK. And the buffs they give SK are amazing. Nice. Pizza's ordered with crazy bread. Jade Silk Cowl. Not better than my Torben's mystical eye patch. Well, if we want to, if we want to move on, we can go to the second level, which is the residence court, if we want to. I went too far down. Well, shit. Help me. He was like, what the whole fuck? We all fell down in different locations and grabbed different mobs. UF exquisites are very rare in general. I honestly felt like this expansion was a step down, or maybe even overlooked quite a bit for the devs. Martin says you have 2 healers. Should be fine as long as they have mana. Sure, pull hole zone, says Rain. Yeah. The start of that was my bad because I fell down over here somewhere and then had to walk around here to get back up on this thing. I don't know where all the other ones came. At least Reeves didn't see the Beast Lords. See my Beast Lords screw up. We did recover. Focus on the positive. I know, I know. Feel like we should kill some residents. I'm down. We gotta follow up this right side to go up, I think. Here, start clearing this way. You guys see my post on Discord about the mob density doubled for Thundering Steps on Module? Yeah, we did. Yeah, so like those deer that you were talking about, Dark, those are, I think those are normally there along with the beetles, I think. But the griffins, I've seen that happen before, and I just always assumed it was from people mass killing something instantly, like one-shotting, like gathering all the griffins, one-shotting them for whatever reason. And I just assumed they all spawned at the same time. But it could have been broken as well. But I think we have to go down, right? I think we go this way. Had at least 20 griffins spawn at the one time. I heard you like griffins. I do miss the feeling of the first time seeing a hill giant or a griffin in West Commons, or yeah, West Commons. Was it West Commons? There was East Commons, West Commons. You know what I'm talking about. It's all Commons now if you go there. But I remember camping dervishes in EQ1, and then you'd hear the giant coming, like you could hear and see the giant coming. You'd hear the steps. And then you're like, okay, I gotta get out of range so he doesn't aggro me so I can continue my dervish murdering. No, it wasn't Karana. I mean, there were hill giants in Karana as well, but I'm talking about the ones in, I think it was, I want to say West Commons at the time. Now it's all one Commons in EQ1, but and I think you had, was it hill giant? You didn't have hill giant. It was just giants, I think. Hill giants were like narc. Or Cyclops as well. Maybe Cyclops is what I'm thinking of. The giant Cyclops. In one of the rows. Yeah, I don't remember. Sand giants in row. Yeah, yep. And I reported it because I thought it was killing only 2 at a time. Next thing I know, swarmed by half the zone full of griffins attacking me. I watched my health drop to 0 within nanoseconds as dark. Also, if you plan on doing Peacock at some point, make sure you're taking those runes. Yeah. Time to grind. Gotta work. So we're going for the corner over here. We do our southwest. Waiting for my meal of the day. Dark Inside ordered some Little Caesars. James. Dark, when did you say you were going to Jamaica? You don't want to go right now. I want to let you know if it's within this next week. Don't go. Pretty bad right now. Big old hurricane. Okay, November 27th. Hopefully Jamaica's still there. There's a big old storm hitting Jamaica, or will be hitting Jamaica right now. Her name is Melissa. The big old storm. The door is right here. Or the hallway, I should say. With that name is a red flag, major red flag. Yeah. Are you guys going to the Silent City? I think Silent City might be a little high for us, but I'm not. We're just kind of going through the flow right now. We're just crawling, 8-bit. Not really a huge plan, just killing things, exploring. Whatever gets in our way kind of scenario. Discovery. Nice. Looks like there's another group over there. Chilling. Have you had to meet anyone with my name, though? So, that isn't an ass. He's Brutal Focus Assassin. Spectral chest guard, a chain. Melissa the Gen X name, is it? I don't even know. Spent a lot of time climbing walls in this place. Yeah. Deleted 2K26 from my Xbox to make me play other games I'm going through withdrawal. Oh. I have a Dwarf Beast Lord that's named Oregon. Badass name. I'm surprised it wasn't taken on Maj Duel. That server's always heavy load, yeah. Who's eyeballing us? If it's the other group, they're chatting me right now. They were asking if we were full. I just told them we were just killing random stuff that we were bored with clefts, and they agreed this place is better. Taylor, volume 51. Now, some of these walls in here are not climbable until you light them on fire to burn the slick oil. Just a heads up. Ruler, volume 52. Who plays sports games when you can actually play basketball? I play sport games. I'm worse. Put fucking Power Washer Simulator in front of me or Farming Simulator. I can do that in real life, and I'd rather do it in the game. PGA Tour. Yep. I'll play some golf on the computer or console. Racing games. I'll do some racing games. I could race in real life, but I like racing in simulation. Thinking about sports and my knees make my back hurt. Right now, Florida, it's the weather to be outside. So, like, if you like doing things outside, it's the time to do it. You'll pay for it, but at least it's not as sweaty. I got stuff hitting me. Please ignoring me. I think this is the mob that other group needed. I might have stole it. I didn't mean to aggro it. It was probably walking by when I hit an AoE. Well, bad if you're watching. I love Power Washing Sim. I play that on the PlayStation when I want to chill. Do you see Power Wash 2 launched, Dark Inside, on Steam? Even my buddies just sit there and watch me wash stuff. Find it very entertaining. There's a time kill quest in here that always points that was always a point of contention between groups. Few hours. Cyrus said days. Jesus. Is there a discovery here? No. Where's the name that we need here? Because we need Aura Priestess. Oh, she's up top. She's on top of this building right here, I think. Or the other one. One of the two. Oh, Darko. Happy Saturday, sir. Well, I think they're all called Furin, but the part before Priestess is what changes. This one is Area, Priestess of the Furin. Byron, whatever you want to, however you pronounce it. Aimed. Treasure box. Mummy wrap choker. 10 intelligence, 6 wisdom, 25 health, 42 power, 265 verse noxious, level 50. Rolled an 80 on that. Oh, there's another custodian. Darklight Woods was empty for a few after because the guards got hit. I always wanted to raid Kinos or Freeport, wipe the whole place out. Are you guys having an extra hour this weekend as well? Is it this weekend? I don't think it's this weekend. It is over there. Ours is November 2nd. When we fall back. Why do we still do daylight savings? It was an old wartime era concept. I have no idea. I really don't. Can we go up this? Nope, it's oily. Examine. You gotta do the quest. Can't share it. If you right click examine the wall, you get a quest that's called a slippery situation. You could find a torch nearby to clear the oil from the wall. Which looks like it's this way. And it says the same reason why we don't use the metric system. How you doing, Nid? Saturday, by the way. And call football soccer. True, true. Here's the torch. I have grabbed the torch. Now we can return to the wall. There we go. Now we should be able to light the wall on fire. Oh, actually, we didn't have to do that. We can just climb it now. Got some big old doggies up here. Some doggos. Got an ad. Loot. Loot. I love that courser snake, even as useless as it is. I got some toilet paper, tattered mummy wrappings, added to my collection log. I wish I had 5 reliable friends to run through Origins with. Would have been so much more fun than solo looking for group experience. Yeah. That's what it's about. Inside with the all caps message. Where is my pizza? I'm getting hangry. I feel like I'm also gonna fall asleep. My eyes are tired.
I died.
It's here. Have a good lunch or dinner, whatever you're eating, Dart. It said no crazy puffs. I haven't actually had the crazy puffs. Are they any good? We usually just get 2 large pizzas and then we get an order of the Italian cheese bread. Got the crazy bread. I haven't had their thin crust either, Ned. I'll have to try it one time. There she is. There's our quest name, or quest update. Might have respawns on doggos soon, so might need to fight her up there on the platform. Ready. I have a Little Scissors like 2 minutes down the road. Ours is probably about 5 minutes. Alright, now we need the Ren Priestess of Furin, which I think is on the level 3. There's a ton of snakes. There's a named snake down there. Anoise? Anise? Think we'll live if we jump down? You can jump right here onto that little ledge. Mayonnaise. I think you can fall right here onto that little ledge and then fall down after that. No? I think so. And see if you're pedal pulled. Yeah, true. I could summon a pole too. I gotta... Well, actually, I can't reach that far. Never mind. With the way you guys jump. I feel attacked. Good God. A lot of snakes coming. Hope you're... Whoop. Mini noodles, yeah. Somebody level? Got an advancement point. What do I want to do at this point? Fury ability. Paladin ability. Bracelet of the Iwanese. Gotta look at that, see what I want to do with those points now. I got a really long crazy breadstick. The ones that are the best. Nobody like ET finger looking ones. It was worth the money. You get a secret spell at 55, 56 as a warlock. I got a ring of fire AoE as a wizard. So I created a dirge. That thing levels really fast at low levels. It outpaces my mage. I had no idea life was that easy as a bard. Normally I get an extra large pizza from Pizza for $18 as the size of a spare tire. I wanted to try Little Caesar's deep dish pizzas. I have not. I was wondering if they're any good. I enjoy a good deep dish pizza. I think we can make this jump. We all made it. Actually, we're missing Cabby. Yep, Cabby made it. Thin crust all the way. Pizza Hut makes it good. Stone baked. The Cyrus. Pizza Hut, we usually just pay the $1 extra to get the what's it called? The original crust or whatever. We don't like the way they do pizzas now. Usually we only go to Pizza Hut if they have like a sale or some kind of BOGO 50% off thing. Only 2 of the 5 family likes the ham and pineapple. Me and my middle daughter. Everybody else, they enjoy all the meats and cheese. The youngest still only does cheese pizza. That's it. I enjoy some good veggies on pizza, but the rest of the family does not. They just think that veggies don't belong on pizza. They're just not cultured enough. What's up, Joes? Man, I haven't played this game in a year. All this chain food talk makes me appreciate the local family spots I have in Philly. Crime sucks, but the food is great. What's that one skit where they were talking about? I think it's King. What is King of Queen? Is it King of Queens? The one guy who's the dad is like talking about Domino's Pizza, but he's calling it Domino's or something like that. He's like, yeah, the local spot down the road, Domino's. And the guy was like, what? What's the name? He's like, Domino's. And he's like, do you mean Domino's? Oh, love that. You can throw whatever you want on pizza, but somewhere down the road then is no longer a pizza, says Martin. Did we do something wrong? I saw Cyrus said, never mind. We're going the wrong way. I has spoken. Oh boy. Well, now I think we can't go back up. So I think we got to go back around. Love my Danish accent. We place the pressure on the last syllable. English, do the first middle. I love the first Shazam movie, but the second one. There should be on the shelf. Yeah, we have to go back down if we're gonna go to the the other named Ren Priestess. I swear. Oh, dark inside. Stop playing with the food. Oh, this is clickable. Search. Oh, get a page 9. plate armor. So we're gonna go back up the greased ladder, right? Or actually, we can see if the named is up here. Or actually, that group's going up there. Never mind. What's up, Hensley? Where's the star? There he is. Ooh, shiny. Purple sand. Can't stand looking at that deformed pizza slice and turning my fat kid moment. Give it to my neighbor's dog as a treat. Haven't played it much. EQ2 is the beta for the next. Is this the beta for the next expansion? No, I don't usually participate in the betas just because I'm not much of a beta person anymore. But I haven't pre-ordered the next expansion yet either, so I will be. I just haven't done it yet. This is the Origins server. You have to have all access to play on it, so you have to be subbed to Daybreak. It's technically an event server, but it's not like the normal TLE event servers. But this server is based off the 2006 version of the game. So think classic, I guess. Is this a dungeon? Technically, yeah, it's a dungeon. Called the Living Tombs over in the Desert of Flames expansion. Which was technically the first expansion of EQ2 because you have Shattered Lands, that was the launch, 2004. And then you had Desert of Flames.
Wait, not even arm. I just gone.
Sorry, Hensley. I'm playing a warlock. Emilu is stuck. Dot focus class. It's a mixture of dots and direct damage. It's more disease Or poison damage, I guess. It won't let me duel her. You're not accepting duel invites. See if that works. Oh, it put her in the same spot. But I didn't. I think probably should have rezzed her a little bit farther away from her body. What am I missing in chat? That's why I avoid Little Caesars, because they eat a whole pizza. Warlock is crazy single target damage. I think it's the highest in game. And so does EQ have the origin ability? If you're talking about like calling back to your city, you do have there is a callback to the city. Origins is just the server type for this event type game server. That makes sense. PvP in the game makes no sense. It's so freaking unbalanced. It's a joke, says Martin. I agree with that. It never really got balancing love, I don't think. Not since older Nagafin. I would argue Wizard in the single target and Warlock group encounter. Group invite and evac. We're trying not to run all the way back, Martin. We could have evac'd, I think, and that probably would have pulled her, but camping out seems to have fixed it. An EQ origin took you to the character's starting city. Yeah, so it's like there's the call. We don't really call it origin. It's like mine is Call of the Overlord since I'm Freeport. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that call. Yeah, every character gets one. Can't you fly in this game? On retail, there's flying mounts. Origins, there isn't any flying. There's hovering mounts because you got the carpet and the cloud mount that hover, but on retail, or I guess on TLEs you can fly too on some of them when it's unlocked. What are you working on? Right now we're doing searching for Silent City quest, but really we're just kind of crawling the Living Tombs dungeon. Just hanging out, killing things that get in our way. How do you hide the illusions now? I think it's under character screen options. Hide my illusion form. And then I think you can turn off illusions on other people in options, I think. That one I do not know where it's at in there. I'd have to go digging through the advanced options menu. Same with mounts. You can turn off other people's mounts so you don't see them. Martin says, I wish they had announced that the longevity of Arsoon at launch. Who would have guessed it would still be going on for real, Martin? I never would have guessed. But I think Freddie was telling me that Arsoon's probably going to catch up to live. Like, they're just going to keep pushing expansions to it. Yeah, there's no mercenaries on the Origin server. It's also got limited access to the marketplace. There is a marketplace here, which has some stuff, but, like, it's very limited thing. Like, it doesn't have all the things that retail or even TLE has. There's also no chrono buying or selling on Origins. Gear here works differently stat-wise. Instead of like on retail and TLE, there's primary attributes. Everything has different attributes. So like my robe has 20 intelligence, 60 power. Scenario. So stats they're supposed to mean something, but I don't think all the stats mean the same thing on Origins. I still think it's not as polished as it should be. Martin says, I re-enrolled on Anashti, but couldn't really stomach the TS grind. I have like 3 to 5 crafters, but the grind on Anashti was too much. Yeah, crafting on Origins is just wild. Takes too long. You hear my son in the background. He has no volume control, so he's just one volume. He comes through on the mic. Cabby missed the jump. He'd have to go up the thing and then try to jump again, I think. So go up the... Oh, there's mobs all around. You might be able to invis, maybe? Where are you going, Cabby? Go the other way. You gotta go around to the front. Cabby. Oh boy. Oh, he's going up this way. There we go. That'll work. Might have to pull these mobs. Gonna aggro those gnolls. Oh no, never mind. He's invis. I'm on board soon. The next expansion is supposed to be in a year, says Rain. Got you. Do people box in EQ2? Yes. There is boxing in EQ2. Just know that there is chances or a chance that people will report you for botting, even though it's different. People can box in EQ2. Especially on Origins, people get reported for boxing all the time as bots, even though they're not bots, but they get reported as bots. We've had a few community members that have received in-game suspensions because of boxing. But people do box a lot. unforgiving strike. People don't seem to understand the difference between botting and boxing. Yeah, they don't, Martin. It's annoying. Hensley says, does EQ2 have the same botting problem as EQ? If it depends on who you talk to. Some people say yes. I don't see a problem with the botting in EQ2, but some people say they see bots all the time. And I think it's like Martin saying, some people just don't understand the difference between botting and boxing. That's what it comes down to. New area. What do we got? Where's our priestess at? Our priestess is on the west, or yes, to the west. So over there under that base, the mask thing. Did we miss a shiny, Q? The green slime keeps changing colors. Yeah, I think it has something to do with my settings. It has something to do with my targeting settings because I don't have the glow effect on. I have the outline effect, and it messes with a lot of settings sometimes. That and shadows. Martin says, harvest bots is somewhat common, and sometimes you see a boxer who can cross over and use scripts to AFK farm a specific named. It's annoying when that happens, but it's kind of rare. Which the whole troll says, there's a difference, by the way, in the two, but Lava Storm was a perfect example of boxing bots for paid level grinds. Gotcha. Which Martin says, crafting bots also, peeps who craft thousands of potions, good people. Ocal Gildy will sometimes do this. Martin says arrow crafting done by script 7 AFK mode. How hard is it to solo? On retail, it's not hard to solo. Origins, depending on the class, could be a little bit more of a struggle than other classes. Like Necromancer, solo is like a god. Warlock, not much of a soloer. Much more painful. It's doable, just more painful. Watch out for the X4 tree with the AoEs. I know I'm talking to myself, but Martin says, Lava's Necro is a pet class, right? Yeah, there's two pet classes. Well, main pet classes. So Necromancer and Conjurer are your summoners. on Origins, they solo pretty well. Any class can solo on retail. Everything's pretty viable over there. Don't go Troubadour. Hard to solo. It's hard to solo level. Darkest goes. Oh yeah, I just read that. How you doing, Darkest? By the way, I saw you shouting and looking for group earlier. Hope you're doing well. Troubadour is like a bard class, yeah. Troubadour and Dirge are the two bard classes. Thank you, Hensley, for the follow. Appreciate that. If there is anybody new in the channel, appreciate you stopping by. Stream schedule Saturdays and Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern. Usually try to stream for at least 3 hours. Tuesday nights we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're currently going through Baldur's Gate 3 Community Campaign Edition. Me, Jorm, Nid, Grug are playing through Baldur's Gate 3. We're almost to Act 2. Welcome to stop by and hang out with us. And Hensley, to try out EQ2, the only thing you're losing is some hard drive space. You can download EQ2 for free. You get 2 character slots, access to 110 levels of content for free. The only reason you would sub to the game is to, 1, get access to the event servers, Origins, time-locked expansion servers, stuff like that. 2, you get a discount on purchases. So if like you did want to purchase the next expansion to catch you up on content, you get, I think it's 10% off or something like that if you have all access. You also get, you know, the 500 Daybreak cash every month and some other benefits as well. But that's usually what I tell people to do if they're just wanting to dip their feet in and see what it's like. Download for free. Make sure you tell the launcher to download the full game, because if you don't, it's just going to play like this streamable content one, which can have issues with zoning and stuff like that. So I always tell people to go into the settings, check the box that says download the full game. Get 2 character slots to mess around with. You only have access to the retail servers, but that should give you enough to run around, do some quests, get your feelings in and see if it scratches any itches. And then if you find yourself playing on a daily basis, you know, do what you gotta do. The only downside to it is, I mean, it's hard to run into other players and make friends on retail sometimes, especially at the lower levels. Not saying it's not. You do find people here and there, but it's hard to get to communities, I guess. Spawn. Dogs. The more populated servers, Origins, I think, is one of the more populated throughout the week kind of thing. Also, Fate has a pretty good population, usually later in the evenings, Eastern Standard Time. So I guess it would depend on your play times and your time zone for some servers. Majduel is also another popular server. Didn't mean to roll need on that. I was trying to move my camera. So if anybody needs a small meaty bone, let me know. I got you. Is Freeport and Kinos the rival cities? On Origins, there are rivals here. You have good and evil, but there's no, like, difference on the two. Both sides have the same thing. It's just one's evil, one's good. You can still group with opposing faction in the overlands and even in the same zones, like PvP server. So, like, if you play over on Dozcar, it's a different story, but and all the expansion says rain. Yeah, my EQ account might be active still. It's freaking 15 plus years of content thereabout. How's the enchanter class? I like illusionist over coercer. There's two enchanters. You got illusionist and coercer, and I prefer illusionist myself, but to each their own. The illusionist comes with like a doppelganger pet. Coercer, you rely on charm staff pets. You just can't make it all solo. You can't make it all solo as new. Yeah. Enchanters are very much sought after in groups. Yep. Is CC important for groups like in EQ? Depends on the group makeout and how they're playing. For the most part, in EQ, in my experience, a lot of groups just hold the entire zone AoE down kind of scenario. There are some slow roll groups that you'll find that actually use crowd control pretty well, but I think it's just a personal preference on group play. It's not as needed as it was in EQ1, put it that way. You buy one expansion, you get them all up to date. Yep. You want to buy the most recent expansion anyway. So like the pre-order's up for the next expansion. So if you're going to buy one, that's the one I'd recommend to get. Work said, made it to the main city. Way to go, Work. Did you need a guild invite, Work, on Origins? Or are you going to be freelancing it? Spawn. Oh my god, Illies are so much fun. A lot of think of them as mana batteries, but there's so much more to it. You can do things with a bad pull that will save groups, save raids even. Yep. You can play them almost AFK, or you can lift this skill ceiling. Holy shit. I broke my freaking brain more to the moon. And just have a good time in between. Inslee says, how do you know if you download the full game? If so, on the launcher, I don't know the exact click, but there's a button you click for game options, and then there's a checkbox that says download full game, and you want to check that. I want to say it's probably like a gear symbol. Advanced, and then you'll see game configuration or something like that. Yeah, the vases are gone. I don't know how to get this mob to spawn. Sarah says, slay the groups of mummies in front of this location. Each group will drop an urn that is to be placed in a triangular area circle in the picture below. Only place a single urn in the triangular area. The urn will despawn, and either Ren priestess of blah 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 will spawn or something else. We gotta kill zombies. Mummies, I should say. And 2 offering retrievers will spawn, or just the retrievers. They will often despawn if not attacked immediately. Respawn on the groups that drop the urns is 5 minutes. Fun times. Twitch the Toll Troll says, a good thing to point out with the support classes like Enchanters and Bards, one is more mage group oriented and the other is more melee. Good call. Yep. So depending on your group make out or make up, because, you know, group make out is a whole nother story. But the make up of your group might benefit from a coercer versus an illusionist kind of scenario. If you're min-maxing groups, I guess. Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, I get it. Which that's good. I like grouping with those people because they're also the ones that, you know, don't force it on the other group. They're just the ones that remind everybody of that. And sometimes I need that. Now, I don't like those groups when they're like, yeah, we're not taking this illusionist because we're waiting for a coercer to go looking for group. When really, it's like, okay, the illusionist is here. He's looking for a group. Let's just add him to the group. Spawn. more vases. There's also another group to the north that spawned. I don't know if we want to kill them first or go ahead and try to spawn the named. Made a necromancer. Nice, dude. What race you'd go with? What's up, Crude Red? How you doing, sir? Can't see target. There's a vase in front of me. That's why. I'm sitting here like spamming my button. Why was it not casting? Because of my Raton gun, there's a big old vase in front of me. Can't see the mob's feet, can't cast the spell. Armor, volume 55. Alright, let's see if we can spawn. We had 2 guards spawn, so now we need to see if the named will spawn. So put 1 vase there in front of it again. Right? Let's see what we get. Oh, retrievers. Bottling wine. Alright, all the vases disappeared. We'll have to wait for those respawns so we can pull mobs while we wait 5 minutes, I guess. Gonna have to go straighten my hair, chat, for family photos. Or at least September Girl wants me to straighten my hair. %. The vases do go here according to the writing on the wall. Is there actual writing or is it? I don't see writing. See, somebody, oh, it does say right there. Yeah. Bring forth the offerings and they shall be blessed. It does say it. There's a named in here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today in stream. Appreciate all the questions and everything. We got about 10 minutes, a little more, like, yeah, about 15 minutes left of the stream. If you want a chance at winning some bot currency, at the end of every stream, we give away 5,000 copper to one lucky winner. All you have to do is type !enter, E-N-T-E-R, for a chance at winning. Congrats, we on level 53. Way to go. You can redeem sound effects with the bot currency, play the mini games in chat with the bot currency. There's like fishing and gambling, all the fun things, I guess. You can do, this is the sound effect command, so you can see all the different sound effects. And then there's the CMDS for the commands. Hey, there's a leather piece, too. Lots of respawn. Got to the overpost of the Overlord. Nice, Hensley. One thing there, I don't usually recommend add-ons for anybody, Hensley, but EQ2 maps will help with questing, at least. I don't necessarily say you have to get a third-party interface, but EQ2 maps I usually do recommend to new and returning players. Just search Google EQ2 maps and you'll see it come up. Joe, well, nice. What server are you on? Again, Origins, Anashti Sul, the PvE Origins event server. There is a Origins PvP server called Dozcar, but we're on Anashti Sul. Nice, Hensley. Placeholders. Want me to pick it up? It won't let me move it. Move it, move it, move it. It disappeared. Placeholders. Did you mention add-ons? Just EQ2 maps. My rule of thumb with interfaces and add-ons is don't look for anything until you find a need that the default interface doesn't do for you. EQ2 maps is the exception because it helps with finding quest updates and points of interest pretty easily. And it's very minimal add-on, like it doesn't take up a lot of space on the screen or anything like that. The default interface can be fine and is usually fine for a lot of people. The reason I mention add-ons in general is, for me, the crafting window, I don't like it being one window. So I had to find an interface that put the books on both sides. That was why I went for, and even with a third-party interface, I still wanted it to look as default as possible. So if you find you're frustrated with something you can't do in the default interface, that's when you want to look at additional things. Are guilds important EQ2? Yes, they are important. I recommend, theirs are named. Very nice. I recommend finding a guild that has the same playtimes as you, or at least has a number of players that have the same playtimes as you. That way you have people to group with on a regular basis. Because, you know, the relying on the looking for group channel and relying on pickup group members can be sometimes frustrating. So having a guild will help with that. Spin the statue in the statue court and head into the silent city. Paint armor. What's up, man in orbit? I just saw you log out. Did you log out or log in? I saw you on the friends list. Hope you're doing well, sir. Where's this statue? Do I know where the statue's at? South. Follow the star. In the other district. How do we get back to the other district? We got to jump down. Is there a way back up? Do we live here now? Is this our guild hall? I know how we get back to the other district. Y'all aren't gonna like it. But it involves a giant ghost tree. Or we just evac. Leave that damn tree alone. Just woke up from a nap. Nice, man. I haven't had a good, well, last weekend I took a nap. Can't say I haven't had a nap in a while because I took a nap last weekend. Not an intentional nap. I sat down in a recliner, fell asleep. Wasn't trying to take a nap. It just happened. Named Bond. Revis down. How did I live through that? You're welcome. We'll save Psy. Shit. Oh boy. Well, you asked for a wipe. I died twice. You all died once. I would rather came from the tree. Oh, man. Have a good one, Kinsley. Thank you. All right, where's this statue? Guess it's in the other district. Think we can do it like fast? But I do have to get off in 5 minutes. I think we did kill that named already, too. I didn't see the white star next to it. Do we want to do group and viz? I think we're going this way. So I might know the way. Or in the statue court, head into the silent city. Don't know where that's at.
Attack! Attack!
It's this way? Okay.
Come closer, you coward!
Come closer, you coward. Moreblade, what's going on? He said, been away from EQ2 for a while. Are folks still updating mods? There's a few interfaces that still get updated. EQ2 Maps gets updated. Anything Dark UI gets updated. Because I don't know about Profit, actually, now that I think about it. I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. Not everything. Moreblade is the like, official answer, I guess. It's west of this district? Is it not on this floor? To the oily wall again. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I like it. How the shoes fit. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. It's all good. You did good. I actually think this place might have been more better experience than Cliff's. But that might also be because of Discovery, so... You jumping? Poor Cabby. Cabby made it. Cabby's probably like, why didn't we just go up the wall that I went up earlier? Isn't this where we just came from? Is this a progression server? Because I don't see Anashti Sul in the traditional. Yeah, so this is an Origins rule set server. You do have to access it differently than the regular servers. You have to change the game client, basically. You have to hit the drop down. So if you're at the launcher, you know where it says like US whatever or something, hit that little drop down, pick Origins, then it'll pull the separate game client altogether. Hadouken, what's going on, sir? Well, there's no ledge to get higher. Yeah, I think you have to go in. Could it be because we're invised? Is that why we can't jump up there? I do have to get going though, guys. I hate to be the person that doesn't let us get this update, but trying to see. Is that climbable over there? I don't think so. You should feel some guilt. West, northwest. Cabby says, okay, carry on tomorrow. Yeah, we can finish it up tomorrow. I'm sure there's a different way we're supposed to take in here, maybe. There is some stairs over there, or a way to get up there, but I don't know if there's a way back. I don't know if there's a way to go back that way. Oh, there's another cave on the other side. So we would have to go through that all the way to the other side, and there that where the ooze. Yeah. 98% sure the weapon orders aren't the thing on Origins. You get the drops for them, right? Man in orbit, but I don't see, like, they don't stay. Yeah, I got you. Sure. All right, gonna call out. I don't think so, Dark. They're like little dropped items. Means Dark always, he types, but Dark types in caps quite often. That's how he expresses his feelings. Caps are cool. Oh man. Yeah, I hate to like do a quick, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta go wash my hair and get all pretty for pictures. So appreciate y'all hanging out. Because in the marketplace it just says new feature and it's 1500 daybreak cash. I don't know about that. Good group. Thank you, Cyrus. Cabby, Freddy, Kumilu. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for a good group. Had fun today. Made progress. I'm on like 2 orange bubbles away from 55. Not bad. I enjoyed it. Had fun. Chat, if you want a chance at winning 5,000 copper, that's bot currency to play the sound effects and the mini games in chat. All you have to do is type !enter, ENTER for a chance at winning. I'm about to roll those giveaways right now. Over on Twitch chat, we currently have Grug, Cyrus, Cumulu, Freddy, Cabby, Rain in the Dark, and Dark Inside up for a chance at winning. Over on YouTube chat, we have Cyrus, and Darko for a chance at winning. So you can enter up on either channel, both channels, whatever you want to do. All you do, type ! and then the word enter, ENTER. It's for the vamp hairstyle, it says Rain, for the dark elves, humans, and other races. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Those auras, maybe. But I think we might be mixing two things up. Man was saying he's 98% sure the weapon auras, there are items in game. Here, I'll show you real quick. In game, you get little items like these. Like the greater essence of shadow, right? You loot these and then you can apply them to your weapons and they give it like an appearance. But they don't stay from what I can see because I've applied a few and they tend to either wear off or something happens when you zone or something. I don't know, but they don't stay there the entire time. It's also like there's different kinds. You got different things kind of scenario. And but what you're seeing, I don't know. I'd have to look at the marketplace. And then Rain was speaking about the store items that are 1500 daybreak cash because I know there are different sets for appearances, like the class appearance things for 1500. All right, Twitch chat, you're first. What do we got? Entries have stopped, and the winner today is Lord Cyrus. Congrats, sir. The man might try to double dip today. He might get it. There you go, Cyrus. 5,000 copper to your Twitch purse. YouTube, appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank y'all for being here again, as always. Thank you for all the support. YouTube, you're next. Entries have stopped.
This crap is rigged.
And the winner is Darko, congrats, sir. Then we'll do a give. Did I type that? Oh, I did Darl, not dark. There. Sent. Appreciate y'all. Should be back tomorrow. Like I said, I may be a little later tomorrow, but I don't think I will, but just in case, heading over to my mom's house. Got some yard maintenance to do over there. Once we finish that up, coming home, having lunch, hitting the live button. All right, chat. That's it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you for all the support. Hensley, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the 12 months of support. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll have a safe rest of your Saturday evening. Be good. Humans to each other, please. All right. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. If y'all need anything, don't be afraid to reach out to us over in Discord. Here are the links. If you need help with something, put it in there. And if anybody's reading, they'll try to help you out as much as possible. All right, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
Scrunching your face closed up cause the bass goes. Shaking the roof from the back to the center. Making you move to the track you surrender. Shaking the roof from the back to the center. But you're scrunching your face closed up cause the bass goes as we enter. Shaking the roof from the back to the center. Making you move to the track you surrender. But you're scrunching your face closed up cause the bass goes as we enter. Shaking the roof from the back to the center. Making you move to the track you surrender. But you're scrunching your face closed up cause the bass goes.
Blame it on me. You're just too scared to be lonely. No one's safe from the reaper. Not a saint nor a sinner. Rage under my skin slowly.